Okay, so here we have a baseball field, and they want us to determine the length of the outfield fence. That's going to be this line that's out here on the very outside of this. And then they want us to determine the area of the warning track. And in my problem, the warning track is going to be this area in between here. Okay, so I'm going to be finding two things. So first, let's talk about finding the length of the outfield fence. So in order to find the distance of an arc, which is what we have here, we're going to use this formula right here. The distance is going to be equal to my radius times my angle in terms of radians. So to start this off, distance equals, well, my radius in this case, they tell me that the distance from the home plate to the outfield fence is 200 feet. So I'm going to have 200 times, and then they tell me that my angle measure is 96 degrees. Now that's great, except for we need radians. So I'm going to take this 96 and I'm going to multiply it by pi over 180, because that's how I convert that to radians. So when I multiply this together, I take my 96 times pi divided by 180 and then multiply that by 200. I get 335.10 feet. So that's the distance of that outfield fence. It's 335.10 feet. That's the first part of the problem. Now they want the area of the warning track, which is the yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of the whole baseball diamond, and then we're going to subtract out the part of the baseball diamond that goes up to the inside of the warning track. So we're going to find two areas and then subtract them, okay? So my formula for area is 1/2 times your radius squared. Well, we're going to find the whole baseball field first. So that radius is 200 squared times your angle in terms of radians, okay? So again, I've got that same one that we used before, which was 96 times pi over 180. So when I multiply that together, I get 1/2 times 40,000 times 1.6755, and that is going to give me an area of 38,510.32. I'm going to leave it, we'll round it here to the hundredths place. So that's the whole baseball diamond. Now we're going to find the area of the baseball field to just the warning track, not all the way out to the outfield fence. So I'm going to use my same formula, 1/2. Now my radius is going to be a little bit shorter. And in the picture it tells us that it's 200 feet all the way out, and that the warning track is a width of 10 feet. So instead of 200, I'm going to have 190 squared, because I'm going to subtract that 10 out. And then again, I'm going to have the 96 times pi over 180. All right, so I go ahead and multiply these together. And when I do, I end up with 30,243.07. Okay, so this right here is my whole field. This right here is from the field to the warning track, the inside warning track. So to find that space between there, I'm going to subtract them. So I take 38,510.32 and I subtract 30,243.07. And I end up with 8,267.25, and this is going to be square feet because our measurement for the radius was in terms of feet.